Welcome back to the Regional Radio Sports Network and Indiana Football Digest Region Kickoff Show. We're here with Darren Rodriguez, the coach of the Portage Indians. Darren, you guys start off Mishawaka and at Lowell. You couldn't ask for two more quality opponents to open your schedule up. Talk about how those two games set you guys up for the rest of the Duneland Athletic Conference and the postseason as well.
Yeah, I think right away you get a test because, in their division, Class 5 or 4, I'm sorry, they are two of the better teams and ranked national, in the state for the last 2 years, or a couple years they've been in there. So they're definitely going to test you. I think after the games, you get a better idea of where your team is. So from that standpoint, we're going to really try to go in there week one. Mishawaka is a very tough opponent to really prep for because they do something that's very unique. Even though we run option, they run it a different way. So it's kind of tougher to prepare for them. We get all summer to kind of look at the stuff that they try to run, but you definitely get an idea of what you're going to face and what's going to happen. And then Lowell's a great program. They got hard-nosed kids. They're going to run the football. They're going to do something. They got a very athletic quarterback coming back. So it'll be a tough game. So after those two, it does get us ready for conference, and it doesn't get any easier. You keep going. Then we got LC, Maryville, and going to the rest of the Duneland. It's going to be a tough grind. So, you just got to take game by game, and that's what we try to do. And we just try to hopefully get better each week and see where we fall.
Summer camps are done. You got your scrimmage out of the way on Friday night. What are some of the standouts that you guys have had, your coaching staff has seen? What are some of the surprises you guys have seen as well?
I thought I was very pleased with our defense and how they performed Friday night against Munster. They got to the ball. They didn't have many missed tackles. We had one little breakdown in coverage, which led to Munster's only score. But for the most part, I thought our defense played really well. We tackled really well, which you never can really tell how you're going to tackle because in practice we don't go live a lot. We go live here and there, but it's we're mostly thud, so it kind of is iffy that first game where you're like trying to tackle somebody. You want to see what's going to happen. So we're pleased with that. Offensively, I was pleased because we sat out Zach Warchus, our quarterback, with a little bang here in his hand. So we ended up going with some younger quarterbacks, and all of them performed very well. So that was a nice thing. Danny Papalava, who's a sophomore, did really well. We had freshman Tylee Swoops, who did really some nice things, and then Brandon Milligan, who was a junior, did some really good stuff. So all in all, I was pleased. I know our progression over the summer. Summers get they get long, but you get a lot of chance to see everybody perform, and that's what we really try to do. We want to see everyone see where they fall, and if we have to make changes, we try to do that in the summer. But once we get to this point, we're just trying to gear and get ready for week one.
Offense, defense, special teams, we put it all together. What will it take for the Portage Indians to have a very successful season?
Well, we're going to have to play mistake-free. We're going to have to get great production out of our offensive line. That's the one spot I have probably the most concern with. We've got some guys coming back, but there's going to be some new faces that are going to have to step up. Defensively, we're going to have to tackle well and get to the football, create some turnovers, and then we're going to have solid special teams. I mean, that's going to be, all in all, I think it's cliche. You hear every coach say it, but ultimately for us to see, because we're going to have a lot of guys that are going to be first-time players on Friday nights, whether that's a guy who's a senior, a junior. We're going to have some new faces, and with that, you got to have some experience. And game one's going to mean a lot. We've got to get those guys on the field and see how they perform under the lights.
All right, Darren, best of luck to you and the Indians this year.
All right, thank you very much.